Hello, my friends. Amberlynn uploaded her What I Ate Today, episode 9, and I just wanted to show you the thumbnail because, I mean, look at that. What a weirdo. Anyway, and the title is Girl, I'm Obsessed with This, and I think it's supposed to be that wiener. So, yeah, let's just watch this. Oh, real quick, I want to make a correction. In the, not the last video, but the one before that, where she got her new diagnosis. This is the diagnosis that she got.
I have hypothyroidism.
Now, she very clearly says hypothyroidism. And for whatever reason, I heard hyperthyroidism, and I kept saying hyperthyroidism. I said it over and over again. Like, I just kept saying it. And I said it again in the next video. I don't know why. Like, there's no excuse. In fact, the way she says it is so obvious that I may have the least amount of excuse that I have ever had for anything to get it wrong. So my excuse is that I'm an idiot and I just kept saying it wrong. Hyperthyroidism would be the opposite, where she has an overactive thyroid that would cause her to lose weight. So we know she doesn't have that. Of course, she doesn't have hypo either, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so if anybody caught that in that last video, in fact, it took until after the video had already gotten all the views it's probably ever gonna get. Finally, somebody said, you know it's hypo, right? And my first instinct was to go to the video and be like, I don't think that's what she said. And I looked and I was like, oh, my bad. So thank you for your attention, and now on with the show. If you'd like to like and subscribe, that would literally be hectic. I'm not gonna lie. She looks high.
It's the end of the night, but I forgot to film an intro, so welcome to another What I Ate Today video. All right, you guys, so my first meal, I made a chicken sausage in the air fryer, some mac and cheese, raw onion, and a raw carrot here. All right, you guys, so I'm just eating my food. So I was...
She said, carrot. Okay, oh yeah, Amber. That is so yummy. Yeah, good job. That is so funny. She's trying to make you think that she is like obsessed with carrots. Like, it's a fucking carrot. You know, like carrots are fine, but there has never been a moment that anybody has ever taken a bite of a carrot and gone, maybe Bugs Bunny, but that's about it. She said, Actually, she did it in like a, I don't know why, but that got to me, man. The fact that she was saying a carrot was, Oh, she's such an idiot. I gotta watch that again.
I'm just eating my food. So I recently...
I honestly have no idea why that's so funny. It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. Oh, carrot. Carrot. Oh. I think I'm okay. I hadn't had a good laugh in a few days. Maybe it was just like building up for that moment, because that was so dumb. Okay. So where were we? We know she likes okay, we know she likes carrots. So I gotta edit all this out. And the funny thing is, I did edit a lot of it out. I laughed for far too long about that. Okay, let's see what else she likes.
I found out that those little tiny baby carrots that everyone eats, they're like highly processed and there's actually like no nutrients in there. I was like, what? So then I felt compelled to just get like the big carrot. So I de-shedded it. That's a gross word. What's it called? When you take off the skin, I forget what it's called. And I'm sensing a difference. I definitely prefer
skin it, maybe? Or peel it? I don't know. She shedded it? What a weird... I'm not even sure why you would think that shedding is the way you'd want to say that. I mean, okay, whatever.
For these. And the mac and cheese is just a single serving. So, and I had some pre-cut white onion that I thought would be really tasty with this.
Like, I get that her, like, portion sizes are her big problem. She eats just too much food. Even the healthy stuff, she eats just too much of it. But I just think it's funny that she really wants us to know every time she eats that it is like a single serving of everything.
Chicken sausage. Oh my god, it's hot. I just put it in the air fryer for 10 minutes.
Look at her watch herself eat. She loves it. See, and this is a great example of what I mean when I say I think she's a feeder and a feedee. Like, she loves watching herself eat. See, look. Her eyes are trained right on the viewfinder so she can see herself put that in her mouth. Look at that. That's so weird, man.
Mm-hmm.
Her jaw moves a lot when she chews. I know she chews in the front because she, has messed up her back teeth, but I don't know. It's really jiggly. I mean, obviously she's jiggly anyway, but I'm just saying, like, her jaw just moves more than most people's, I would think.
That's good. And this was pre-cut onion because I actually cut some onion up, not last night, but the night before for dinner. And I had leftover onion, so this was in the fridge. So it takes away its, like, potency. So
I don't think she knows what pre-cut means. If you cut it up, like yesterday, it's not pre-cut. You cut it up. Even if you did it earlier, it's still not pre-cut. Pre-cut means somebody else did it for you.
So it's just like a light onion flavor. Delicious.
She's got to eat at bingo. She cannot go to bingo without eating something there.
You guys, I'm having another carrot. I don't know what it is, but this...
Not again. Oh my God. No, she's got to have that carrot, you guys. She loves carrots. It's so good. These are my favorite snack. Like, okay. We know you don't like carrots that much. God, shut up.
This is so satisfying. Oh. I'm obsessed. It reminds me of those like ASMR soap videos. If you know, you know. Some people just go, I'm telling you, go back and forth. Like, oh, satisfying. All right, you guys, so I'm having a carrot, some salami, black olives, brie cheese, and some Triscuits. My eating has been really weird today. Oh my God, so good. Like today at bingo, I just did not want one of them ham salads. It just was not in it. So I got...
The one thing that she found that she was kind of proud of getting, because she said that out of all the things she could have chosen at bingo, she got this salad, this ham salad. And she was so proud of herself, but she only ate like half of it and then threw the rest away, which tells me she just didn't like it. But even that was like the healthiest option. But no, she's not going to do that anymore because it probably sucked.
Got loaded tots, and they were actually really good because that's what my mom got last week. And when I saw it, I was like,
you think? Wait, you mean to tell me that tater tots with a bunch of cheese and jalapenos and all kinds of unhealthy shit on top is good? What? She acts like these delicious foods that she eats, she's like discovered that they're good. Like, yeah, we know that anything called loaded tots is gonna be good, you know? Not good for you by any means, but it's gonna be good.
It's really good, so I decided to try it this week. It was good. I love a carrot. So how's everyone's day been?
She does love a carrot. Those carrots are good snacks.
So how's everyone's day been? Like, you guys can actually answer me right now. Can you imagine? I'm about to make the perfect bite.
What do you mean, can you imagine? You have done live streams. Like, you have personally done live streams where people can respond. So, yeah, I can imagine. And so can you. Like, what a weird thing to say. There is the technology where people can respond. It's pretty amazing, you know.
Right. Look at that. Oh, dropped a crumb on my shirt. So.
Even just eating a cracker with salami and cheese on it, she does it so weird. Like, she folded it where it's like kind of part over. I don't know. Let me look at it again. So most of it is on one side, and then a little bit is on this side. She eats it right in the middle there. So she gets, I don't know, man. It's just, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're still getting the same stuff. In the grand scheme of things, it's a total nothing burger, but it just shows how weird she is, you know? Okay, here we go.
I have been keeping my...
Oh, she's using the beets. Well, look at that. Okay.
Food journal. This is what my food journal looks like. Super cute. So how I do it
It's still stupid and annoying, but at least she's using the things that she bought, you know? And I want to reiterate, I have no problem with people using earbuds. In fact, I have an earbud in my ear basically all day, every day. But when I know I'm going to be filming something, I take it out. That's what's annoying, is that she wears it on camera for no discernible reason.
I put the date up top. I put what time I have my meals, and I'll put like a cute little cloud around it.
Why? Why do you put a cute little cloud around it? What does that do? Like, and why do we need to know that? She said that like, you know, those clouds that you put around the food that you eat. It's the food clouds. Like, why would, okay, whatever.
And then I have like a liquid section because I'm curious, how much liquid is your girl drinking? There are some days that go by where I barely drink any, and I'm trying to drink more water.
She's acting like she just discovered a food journal.
So having a food journal is very important. Just write down everything that you eat to your best precise ability.
Yeah, I feel really defeated. So my steps forward is I am going to keep a food journal.
They give you goals that they needed you to do, like keeping a food journal, etc., etc.
You know how long she's ever stuck with it? Like a week, maybe? God, and it would not be so annoying and frustrating if it wasn't something she's done 1,000 times or talked about 1,000 times already.
Bought a Brita filter, so thank you. Round of applause. I'm going to be drinking sink water. Not excited for it. I just have weird thoughts about drinking sink water. I don't mind cooking with it because you're like boiling out the nonsense of it all. But my brain is literally telling me that there's worms in sink water. I don't know. All right, you guys.
No, it's not. She said literally. She said, my brain is literally telling me that there's worms in the sink water. Really, honestly, the filter for Brita and stuff, for most places, is really just to make it taste better. Because most places, now, obviously don't go to Flint, Michigan or anything like that, but most places drinking water is basically filtered. And the Brita just filters it like an extra step and it just makes it taste better. But worms, shut up. She's saying that because she thinks it's quirky and cute and funny and she thinks she'll get some sympathy or attention. She doesn't think that. She just doesn't.
So, for a little sweet dessert here, it's 150 calories for 3. So for now, I'm going to have 2. I have the option to have one later.
Yeah, she's only going to have 2, you guys. How many are in the package? That's what I want to know. We don't need to know the calories in a serving. We need to know the calories in a package. That's how we're going to determine how many she's eating in a day.
It's milk, chocolate, sea salt caramel. Oh, look at the salt. It's honestly so good. All right, you guys. So
it's milk chocolate, you guys.
That is all I'm eating for the night. Now it is time for food for thought. Was there a moment where I felt proud of a choice I made today? I guess I'm just like proud of the fact that I didn't overeat. I didn't have fast food. How did my emotions show up?
Again, anything called loaded tots, I mean, I don't think you can count that as anything other than just pure garbage. How did my emotions show up
in my eating today? While eating the loaded tots, I did feel guilty, and I shouldn't have. That's just another example of how I need to work on my relationship with food. I
mean, kinda should a little bit, you know? This is the problem, right? She's using the rhetoric for a restrictive ED. Somebody who eats loaded tots who needs to eat more shouldn't feel guilty. But somebody who's trying to lose weight, they should have a little bit of like, I probably shouldn't have done that. You know? Like, I don't think it should run her life. You know, I don't think she should have to walk through the streets and everybody yell shame at her or anything. But she should kind of feel bad about it. Because if she doesn't, she's just going to eat whatever of course, never mind. But what I'm saying is, a little bit of guilt is okay when you're trying to lose weight. That's how you know you're doing it wrong.
I'm able to eat things like that in moderation, and I should not feel guilty about it. What am I?
But that's the problem. You are not able to eat anything in moderation. You don't know moderation. You cannot do moderation. If you could do moderation, you wouldn't be this size. And I know that you're going to start using hypothyroidism as an excuse going forward, but hypothyroidism does not account for morbid obesity. It will definitely account for somebody being overweight and making it difficult to lose weight, but you only get to her size by calorie intake, excessive calorie intake. What am I learning about myself through this process? Does she need the oracle cards for this?
Learning about myself through this process. Well, I learned today I'm kind of over my salad kick. So now I need to find something to put in replace for that because I was getting salads a lot for my meal.
Two things. Salad kick. First of all, the salads that she's been eating were garbage anyway because they had like fried chicken on them and stuff like that. But maybe instead of doing a kick, how about just eat healthier food in general all the time? But whatever. The other thing is, in replace of that.
So now I need to find something to put in replace for that because I was getting.
To put in replace for that. Listen, after the hyperthyroidism thing, I'm not one to talk too much, but in replace for that is so bonkers and weird. I'm just not even sure how she came up with that, you know?
Eating salads a lot for my meals, but I do that. I go through like fixations where I really enjoy something and I'll have it every single day and then I'll just get sick of it. But anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys did enjoy and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Got her. The fixation thing is so annoying. You know, it's not a fixation. You just like a thing for a while and then you get tired of it. That's just experiencing a thing. Sometimes you enjoy it. Sometimes you enjoy it a lot. And then after you do it for a while, you don't enjoy it a lot anymore. That's just life. That is absolutely normal for everybody. It's not a fixation. It's just something people do. At this point, I think working on her relationship with food is about as useful as her working on a relationship with a bicycle. It means nothing. She's just eating what she wants to eat, and then afterwards saying, it's fine. It's fine. I don't need to feel guilt about it because there's no good or bad food, so it's fine. That's working on her relationship, is just giving herself permission, which is what she's done all along anyway, but now she's kind of putting a label on it and acting like she knows what she's talking about and is throwing herself even further into the Dunning-Kruger effect, I think. But anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.